Othello, The Moor of Venice, Act 3, Scene 3. Cyprus, the garden of the castle. Enter Desdemona, Cassio, and Amelia. Desdemona, be thou assured, good Cassio, I will do all my abilities in thy behalf. Amelia, good madam, do. I warrant it grieves as if the case were his. Desdemona, oh, that's an honest fellow. Do not doubt, Cassio, but I will have my lord and you again as friendly as you were. Cassio, bounteous madam, whatever shall become of Michael Cassio, he's never anything but your true servant. Desdemona, I know it. I thank you. You do love my lord. You have known him long, and be you well assured, he shall in strangeness stand no further off than in a politic distance. Cassio, but, lady, that policy may either last so long or feed upon such nice and waterish diet, or breed itself so out of circumstance that I, being absent and my place supplied, my general will forget my love and service. Desdemona, do not doubt that. Before Amelia here, I give thee warrant of thy place. Assure thee, if I do vow a friendship, I'll perform it to the last article. My lord shall never rest. I'll watch him tame and talk him out of patience. His bed shall seem a school, his board a shrift. I'll intermingle everything he does with Cassio's suit. Therefore be merry, Cassio, for thy solicitor shall rather die than give thy cause away. Amelia, madam, here comes my lord. Cassio, madam, I'll take my leave. Desdemona, why, stay, and hear me speak. Cassio, madam, not now. I am very ill at ease, unfit for mine own purposes. Desdemona, well, do your discretion. Exit Cassio. Enter Othello and Iago. Iago, ha! I like not that. Othello, what dost thou say? Iago, nothing, my lord. Or if I know not what. Othello, was not that Cassio parted from my wife? Iago, Cassio, my lord. No, sure, I cannot think if that he would steal away, so guilty-like, seeing you coming. I do believe 'twas he, Desdemona. How now, my lord? I've been talking with a suitor here, a man that languishes in your displeasure. Othello. Who is it you mean? Desdemona. Why, your lieutenant, Cassio. Good, my lord, if I have any grace or power to move you, his present reconciliation take. For if he be not one that truly loves you, that errs in ignorance and not in cunning, I have no judgment in an honest face. I prithee, call him back, Othello. Went he whence now, Desdemona? Aye, sooth, so humbled that he hath left part of his grief with me, to suffer with him. Good love, call him back, Othello. Not now, sweet Desdemona, some other time, Desdemona. But shalt be shortly? Othello, the sooner, sweet, for you. Desdemona, shalt be tonight at supper? Othello, no, not tonight. Desdemona, tomorrow dinner then? Othello, I shall not dine at home. I meet the captains at the citadel. Desdemona, why then tomorrow night or Tuesday morn? On Tuesday noon or night? On Wednesday morn? I prithee, name the time, but let it not exceed 3 days. In faith, he penitent, and yet his trespass, his in our common reason, save that. They say the wars must make examples out of the best. Is not almost a fault to incur a private check? When shall he come? Tell me, Othello. I wonder in my soul what you would ask me that I should deny, or stand so mammering on. What I, Michael Cassio, that came a wooing with you, and so many a time when I have spoke of you dispraisingly, hath taken your part, to have so much to do, to bring him in. Trust me, I could do much. Othello, prithee, no more. Let him come when I will deny thee nothing. Desdemona, why, this is not a boon. 'Tis as I should entreat you wear your gloves, or feed on nourishing dishes, or keep you warm, or sue to you to do a particular profit to your own person. Nay, when I have a suit wherein I mean to touch your love indeed, it shall be full of poise and difficult weight, and fearful to be granted. Othello, I will deny thee nothing, whereon I do beseech thee, grant me this, to leave me but a little to myself. Desdemona, Shall I deny you? No. Farewell, my lord. Othello, farewell. My Desdemona, I'll come to thee straight. Desdemona, Amelia, come. Be as your fancies teach you. Whatever you be, I am obedient. Exit with Amelia. Othello, excellent wretch, perdition catch my soul. But I do love thee, and when I love thee not, chaos is come again. Iago, my noble lord. Othello, what dost thou say, Iago? Iago, did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love? Othello, he did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask? Iago, but for a satisfaction of my thought, no further harm. Othello, why of thy thought, Iago? Iago, I did not think he had been acquainted with her. Othello, oh, yes, and went between us very oft. Iago, indeed. Othello, indeed. Aye, indeed. Discern'st thou aught in that? Is he not honest? Iago, honest, my lord. Othello, honest, aye, honest. Iago, my lord, for aught I know. Othello, what dost thou think? Iago, think, my lord. Othello, think, my lord. By heaven, he echoes me, as if there were some monster in his thought, too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say, even now, thou likest that not when Cassio left my wife. What didst not like? And when I told thee he was of my counsel, and my whole course of wooing, thou criedst, indeed. And didst thou contract and pursue thy brow as if thou hadst shut up thy brain, some horrible conceit? If thou dost love me, show me thy thought. Iago, my lord, you know I love you. Othello, I think thou dost, and for I know thou art full of love and honesty, and waste thy words before thou'st give them breath. Therefore these stops of thine fright me the more, for such things in a false, disloyal knave are tricks of custom, but in a man that's just their close delations, working from the heart, that passion cannot rule. Iago, for Michael Cassio, I dare be sworn, I think that he is honest. Othello, I think so too. Iago, men should be what they seem. Iago, why then I think Cassio's an honest man. Othello, nay, yet there's more in this. I prithee, speak to me as to thy thinkings, as thou dost ruminate, and give thy worst of thoughts, the worst of words. Iago, good my lord, pardon me. Though I am bound to every act of duty, I am not bound to that all slaves are free to utter my thoughts. Why, say they are vile and false, as wears that palace whereunto foul things sometimes intrude not, who has a breast so pure, but some uncleanly apprehensions keep leets and law days, and in session sit with meditations lawful? Othello, thou dost conspire against thy friend, Iago. If thou but thinkest him wronged, and makest his ear a stranger to thy thoughts. Iago, I do beseech you, though I perchance am vicious in my guess, as I confess it is my nature's plague to spy into abuses and of jealousy, shape faults that are not, that your wisdom from one that so imperfectly conceits would take no notice, nor build yourself a trouble out of his scattering and unsure observance. It were not for your quiet, nor your good, not for my manhood, honesty, or wisdom, to let you know my thoughts. Othello, what dost thou mean? Iago, good name in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls, who steals my purse, steals trash. 'Tis something, nothing. 'Twas mine, 'tis his, and has been slave to thousands. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed. Othello, by heaven, I'll know thy thoughts. Iago, you cannot. If my heart were in your hand, nor shall not, whilst 'tis in my custody. Othello, ha! Iago, oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on. That cuckold lives in bliss, who, certain of his fate, loves not his wronger, but oh, what damned minutes tells he o'er he who dotes, yet doubts, suspects, yet strongly loves. Othello, oh, misery. Iago, poor and content is rich, and rich, but riches fineless is as poor as winter. To him that ever fears he shall be poor. Good heaven! The souls of all my tribe defend from jealousy. Othello, why? Why is this? Thinkest thou I'd make a life of jealousy, to follow still the changes of the moon with fresh suspicions? No, to be once in doubt is once to be resolved. Exchange me for a goat when I shall turn the business of my soul to such exflicate and blown surmises, matching thy inference. 'Tis not to make me jealous, to say my wife is fair, feeds well, loves company, is free of speech, sings, plays, and dances well. Where virtue is, these are more virtuous, nor from mine own weak merits will I draw the smallest fear or doubt of her revolt, for she had eyes and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. When I doubt, prove, and on the proof there is no more but this, away at once with love or jealousy. Iago, I am glad of it, for now I shall have reason to show the love and duty that I hear you with franker spirit. Therefore, as I am bound, receive it from me. I speak not yet of proof. Look at your wife. Observe her well with Cassio. Where your eye thus, not jealousy, nor secure. I would not have your free and noble nature, out of self-bounty, be abused. Look to it. I know our country disposition well. In Venice, they do let heaven see the pranks they dare not show their husbands. The best conscience is not to leave undone, but keep unknown. Othello, dost thou say so? Iago, she did deceive her father, marrying, and when she seemed to shake and fear your looks, she loved them most. Othello, and so she did. Iago, why, go to then. She that so young could give out such a seeming to seal her father's eyes. Up close in as oak, he thought 'twas witchcraft, but I am much to blame, I humbly do. Beseech you of your pardon for too much loving you. Othello, I am bound to thee forever. Iago, I see this hath a little dashed your spirits. Othello, not a jot, not a jot. Iago, trust me, I fear it has. I hope you will consider what is spoke. Comes from my love, but I do know, I do see you're moved. I am to pray you not to strain my speech to grosser issues, nor to larger reach than to suspicion. Othello, I will not. Iago, should you do so, my lord, my speech should fall into such vile success which my thoughts aimed not. Cassio's my worthy friend. My lord, I see you're moved. Othello, no, not much moved. I do not think, but Desdemona's honest. Iago, long live she so, and long live you to think so. Othello, and yet how nature erring from it, self. Iago, aye, there's the point, as to be bold with you, not to affect many proposed matches of her own clime, complexion, and degree, whereto we see in all things nature tends. Foe, one may smell in such a will most rank, foul disposition, thoughts unnatural, but, pardon me, I do not in position distinctly speak of her, though I may fear her distinctly speak of her. I may fear her will, recoiling to her better judgment, may fall to match you with her country forms, and happily repent. Othello, farewell, farewell. If more thou dost perceive, let me know more. Set on thy wife to observe. Leave me, Iago. Iago, my lord, I take my leave. Othello, why did I marry this honest creature? Doubtless sees and knows much, much more than he unfolds. Iago, returning. My lord, I would I might entreat your honor to scan this thing no further. Leave it to time, although 'tis fit that Cassio have his place, for sure he fills it up with great ability. Yet if you please to hold him off a while, you shall by that perceive him and his means. Note if your lady strain his entertainment with any strong or vehement importunity. Much will be seen in that. In the meantime, let me be thought too busy in my fears, as worthy cause I have to fear I am, and hold her free. I do beseech your honor. Othello, fear not my government. Iago, I once more take my leave. Exit. Othello, this fellow's of exceeding honesty, and knows all qualities, with a learned spirit of human dealings. If I do prove her haggard, though that her jesses were my dear heartstrings, I'd whistle her off, and let her down the wind to prey at fortune. Haply, for I am black, and have not those soft parts of conversation that chamberers have, or for I am declined into the vale of years. Yet that's not much. She's gone. I am abused, and my relief must be to loathe her. Oh, curse of marriage, that we can call these delicate creatures ours and not their appetites. I had rather be a toad and live upon the vapor of a dungeon than keep a corner in the thing I love for others' uses. Yet 'tis the plague of great ones. Prerogatived are they less than the base. 'Tis destiny unshunnable, like death. Even then this forked plague is fated to us when we do quicken. Desdemona comes, if she be false. Oh, then heaven mocks itself. I'll not believe it. Re-enter Desdemona and Emilia. Desdemona. How now, my dear Othello, your dinner and the generous islanders, by you invited, do attend your presence. Othello, I am to blame. Desdemona, why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well? Othello, I have a pain upon my forehead, here. Desdemona, faith, that's with watching. 'Twill away again. Let me but blind it hard within this hour. It will be well. Othello, your napkin is too little. He puts the handkerchief from him, and she drops it. Let it alone. Come, I'll go in with you. Desdemona, I am very sorry that you are not well. Exit Othello and Desdemona. Emilia, I am glad I have found this napkin. This was her first remembrance from the moor. My wayward husband hath 100 times wooed me to steal it, but she so loves the token, for he conjured it. He conjured her she should ever keep it, that she reserves it evermore about her, to kiss and talk to. I'll have the work taken out and give it Iago. What he'll do with it, heaven knows, but not I. I, nothing but to please his fantasy.